is a brick road, which I think there's a lot of charm to. And this is all of the area surrounding this house. There's one up there that needs to be condemned and will be torn down. They always do. But here, all of this, there used to be houses along here. Now it's just forested. To me though, I kind of feel like there ain't nothing around here to worry yourself with except for some squirrels, some deer, some birds, some cicadas, and it's just a quiet little place in the woods, like 15 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh. And this I'm gonna end up doing, making it pretty darn nice. I've already put a roof on it, but when it's done, I'll have dumped a bunch of money in it and it's gonna look completely different. So here we go. The lot for this house ends right about here. And what I'm gonna do, there's already a curb cut, and I'm gonna just get a little driveway, off-street parking right over here. This is vinyl siding on here. I gotta deal with the gutter up there. That's easy enough. Those have just come down or weren't refastened when it was, when the roof went on. I've already had some guys in here doing some stuff already, and when they were in here tearing stuff out, they decided to bust through the front window, so there's another expense. Well, I had to get a new one anyway, but that's an expense that's going to have to handle. Now over here, of course, they ripped a bunch of stuff out and left it up here, so frankly, I'm going to end up like having a little fire pit down here. All this wall I'm going to need to rebuild, and then you'll see there's all this wall over here. And I'll rebuild this kind of shabby sheckish. And this is the end of the lot there. But underneath here, all this garbage is actually a concrete patio. So I'll end up doing a concrete patio here, trim up some of the junk in these trees. Down here, that's, you know, a lot of things are built on hills in Pittsburgh, and that just goes downhill. And they have another little wall back there as well. So there's kind of, it's a little bit terraced, but can you imagine just being out here like I'm gonna be burning that wood up there and getting rid of it and having your little, I don't know, I live in the woods moment, week, year, life. And I'll tell you what, with all the deer that we get in Pittsburgh, there's some wildlife around here. There is definitely a place where you're gonna see some deer tromp through here, which is kind of cool, I think. So I had a contractor who was supposed to come through here and reframe and do some stuff that, he was just a bumble nut. Like I said, they busted out that front window and like framed all this in, which is going to need to come out now and be re-supported so that it doesn't like cut off the space in here. Then we will end up putting in new windows. I don't know why in the freak he went and framed out the inside wall necessarily. Now, what's gonna happen here is this will be the dining room area, and then there'll be a kitchen over here. And one of the things that I like to do in kitchens is make sure that they have nice appliances in every house. This is going to be living room, obviously. We'll get a new window in there. All of this will get like can lights, and where I want to put actual fixtures, I'll put in like the dining room area here. This will be opened up again. So there'll be a nice chandelier in the middle of the room here. One of the things I do not understand and hate is when someone needs to replace a window and they decide, let's save the $100 or whatever it is on the cost of the window, and they throw some little cruddy window in where there's a big hole, and they're just like, yeah, just get that OSB board or whatever and fill it in there, and that's going to do the trick. Put the damn right size window in there. Look at the difference of how that looks, how amateur hour that looks, as opposed to that. Like, that's correct, this is wrong. I'm in a go upstairs first mood, because, you know, I just am. And because downstairs are never fun. It's never fun to go downstairs. So we're going up here. And it's just a lovely bathroom, right? Isn't that quite a view, quite a treat? But at least I don't have to pull a toilet myself. So in that area where that beautiful purple tub is going to be placed a nice soaking tub, and the soaking tub will just kind of fit right in there, and then I'll just tile all that up around it, and I'd like to just do an overhead rain shower head in there, and then we've got plenty of room over here for the vanity, and that hole in the ground is where the toilet goes. All that crap around it comes out. Oh, and look, there's the toilet. Of course, I didn't take that out. Then here we have one bedroom, which is a pretty good sized bedroom. And then, you know, a closet, which isn't bad. A lot of these old houses have like zero closet, like literally like 18 inches in by 3 wide or 32 wide, and that's it. And then this front room is the master bedroom, or will be the master bedroom, and it's got a little more of a closet over there with one garment left. And then again, this stupidity of a window is going to go. Then, up here, as lovely as this looks, there is a third bedroom. Where we will take that window out and put a reasonable window in there as well. And then this will be a 3-bedroom house. So if somebody wanted to, put an office up there, or maybe that's just the extra guest bedroom, and it's down into the basement. This is very narrow here, and it's because they used to have some kind of pocket door thing going on over here, and so we'll be able to pull out about 3 inches there and make this not so narrow in the basement. Now, this little area will all be finished off. All through here, this will end up just being a little den for chilling like a villain, I guess. And then, again, there's more area here with this little closet, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to come over into this bathroom area, and if I can grab some more space out, that sink is going. What I would like to do in there is somehow achieve a wet room where basically it's not a full bath, but it is a room in which you can go pee or 1 or 2, and then you can also take a shower in there, but I'm not quite sure if that's gonna work. One of the ways I could probably, in fact, I just figured out exactly how I'm gonna accommodate that, is I'm gonna pull this wall back about 3 feet, and then I can dump actually a full shower in the rear of the room, and then, well, damn it, maybe not so much, huh? Because I'm stacking things on top of things. I don't know. I should be able to work through this, though, some way to make it, because if the stairs are coming down this way now, I have to think that out. But that nasty little room is gonna at least be a half bath, which will give me the, 2 baths kind of thing going on here. But no matter how it goes, I think I'm gonna pull this wall out some so that we actually can have a reasonable amount of bathroom space. Over here, obviously this looks like, I don't know, the devil's butt, and all of this PVC plumbing will be gone. It'll all be PEX. And then this room will get cleaned up. We'll get a new furnace in here with an HVAC with AC in the HVAC. And there's still room on the panel there, which is nice, but I think we're gonna need to grab a new panel. And when we do all the extra electrical, that's gonna be necessary to handle. And then back here is, where we bury the bodies or grow weed, whatever that is. And that's a thing as well. So this is really more basementy stuff. The hot water heater will go away, and that'll become a hot water on demand kind of deal where you get that instant hot water small wall mount deal. So with any luck, I should be able to get through this in about 6 months. If the contractors, who stink these days, you can't get rid of the workforce in America and expect that you can still build things. But it's kind of like, is a tariff applied to the people, or is a tariff applied to the air? We're paying for all of this. Mark my words, we are paying for all of this with blood, sweat, and tears. Anyway, not to end it on such a negative note, but to be in a good, positive thinking mode. This is my next flip and fix, a lot of fixing, and then a lot of flipping, hopefully just one flipping. And hopefully we get somebody in here that really kind of enjoys what it is and is a bit of a trailblazer, you know? This is a neighborhood that is gonna come around fully, I'd say, in the next 10 years, or at least at that 70 to 80% side of things, and wait until the developers start buying up this property and putting all the mods in. That's what happens every time. If there's any sensible developers out there, they buy the land cheap, they develop it, and then they sell the houses for an arm and a leg. And this one, I'm gonna come out with this one probably right at about 225 to 210, 210 to 225. And it's gonna be in 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, maybe 2. I get my head around exactly how I'm gonna do that, but it should be a nice home for somebody, a nice starter home at, you know, almost $250,000, which I'm not a big fan of. I think everybody in this country should be able to own a home and be able to afford it for a reasonable price. Anyway, I digress. Thanks for joining me here on the channel, and please do like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm and helps me bring you more of these. So we'll see you next time. Have a great day.